I'm Hunter Lawver, and today I will be explaining my research on ocean pollution, which has become a worldwide natural disaster. Every year, billions of pounds of trash produced by humans enters marine ecosystems such as lakes, rivers, and oceans. The ocean pollution issue has been occurring more and more frequently over the past few years in the news. This speech will inform you of the different ways that human actions affect marine life. I personally live on the water, so I see the effects of marine pollution every day. I live in Chesapeake on the Elizabeth River, and every time that I venture out into the water, I can see how our rivers continue to become dirtier and dirtier. In this speech, we'll be talking about three main points. 1. How trash produced on land affects marine life. 2. How chemicals and pesticides affect marine life. And 3. How recycling can reduce marine damage. We will first talk about how trash produced on land affects marine life. Trash that is produced on land becomes eaten by marine life in all areas of the ecosystem. One of the main examples of this is sea turtles, where they commonly mistake plastic bags for jellyfish and consume them, eventually starving to death with a full belly of plastic. Another issue of trash produced on land that affects marine life is the issue that trash polluted into the ocean washes up on beaches. Every year, there are currents that constantly allow for the flow of marine pollution to follow down to South America, where it winds up on beaches and covers the shoreline. An example of this is this beach in Nicaragua, where the ocean pollution has continued to line the shore and only gets worse every single day. Our second point will be how chemicals and pesticides affect marine life. One of the main issues with pesticides and chemicals is that pesticides sprayed on plants kill marine life. Every pesticide that is sprayed on the plants eventually gets washed off in the rain. This rainwater travels through the sewer system and into the nearest ecosystem or estuary. This causes death in marine life because it changes the pH within the water levels and causes for high acidity or basicity within the water, eventually killing all the marine life. Harsh chemicals also affect marine life because excess phosphorus and nitrogen levels can cause the ecosystem to go out of balance, which cause algae blooms and eventually suffocate marine life. One example of this is this algae bloom in Florida, which is caused by the sugar factories letting excess phosphorus flow into the ocean. This causes algae blooms, which eventually suffocate the rest of the marine life by absorbing all of the oxygen within the water. Our third point will be about how recycling can reduce marine damage. Recycling reduces the amount of solid waste within the ecosystem. Whenever you recycle, that's less trash that is flowing into the landfills, which eventually flows into estuaries and places such as streams, rivers, and oceans. Also, reusing materials that are normally thrown away reduce the need for purchasing more single-use plastics and reduce the amount that are entering into the ecosystem. One way to make sure that you are helping out and doing your part for ending marine pollution is to stop using single-use plastics and begin to reuse more materials that you can. So today, we have discussed three things. 1. How trash produced on land affects marine life. 2. How chemicals and pesticides affect marine life. And 3. How the use of recycling can reduce marine damage. Thank you guys for coming.